Hi, Toni Brisland here. Thanks for dropping by. I write stories for children and poetry for adults, and I've been asked where my ideas come from for stories. They come from my work experiences, life experiences, my travels, my diaries, my dreams, and conversations with people. And my latest book, my sixth book for children, came from a conversation I had with an academic. She was bemoaning the fact that many of her students in literature did not know who Patrick White was. So I've written a non-fiction book for senior primary school children on the life and times of Patrick White, Australia's only Nobel laureate for literature, because I was saddened by the fact that this conversation made me realise that times are changing and people do forget our history. And I wanted to instill in children's minds, while they were still impressionable, the idea that we can have a great novelist who knows what he wants to be in life when he's very young and pursues his dreams, in the hope that children, as they get older, will read his works. One of my writing quirks is that when I'm on holidays, I like to buy a hardcover notebook that I use as a diary and to capture thoughts that I have as I'm travelling around, things that I see, snippets of conversation, ideas. And then when I have writer's block, particularly with my poetry, and I'm thinking, okay, what am I going to do today? I will go to those books and I'll flip through until I find something that interests me, and then I start writing. My favourite place to write is my office, surrounded by my books, my photos of family and my cats. I have a great desk. It's always messy because I have a number of projects going at once, but I love having the internet at my fingertips when I'm writing, and I love the peace and quiet of having a room exclusively to work. This is my cat Zara. I have two Siberians who are show cats, and when I'm not writing and pre-COVID-19, I would regularly steward at cat shows for the Cat Fanciers Association and also Cartwright Results. I have qualifications in zookeeping and animal care, and I regularly volunteer for Monica's Doggy Rescue and other volunteer animal organisations. At Monica's, I'm the cat adoption officer and assist Monica with adopting out dogs and cats. I love to travel. Pre-COVID-19, I would go regularly to America to visit my daughter and her husband and my granddaughter, and hopefully I'll be able to get back to that soon. The previous books that I've written for children, there's the Demichar trilogy, about a cat and dog detective team who solve mysteries around the world for 9 to 11-year-olds. The first one, Demichar and the Kent Street Mystery, was on the Premier's Reading Challenge list in New South Wales and South Australia. I've written 2 picture books. The Tree House, which is about a little disabled girl who has her sights set on being able to climb a tree, and the theme is follow your dreams, they will come true. And the last one was What Now Baby Bears, which is about conservation. The idea came from travels in Canada and the great things that Canadians do for humans to live in harmony with nature. My latest book is a non-fiction biography of Patrick White, one of Australia's greatest novelists and only novelist to have won the Nobel Prize for Literature for Australia. It's illustrated by the fabulous Anastasia Popp. I just love the work that she's done. It enhances the story beautifully. I'm going to read you one of my favourite sections from the book, but by way of introduction, Patrick White was an intelligence officer and press liaison officer for the British Army during the Second World War. And Often, the reports that were printed in the press did not contain the exact information that Patrick had given to reporters. When he complained about this, the journalists said that they had to impose their own personalities on the information he'd given them. That is, they would use their own words to describe what they thought was happening in the war. Patrick took this idea of the battle between personality and truth into consideration. This appeared many times in the stories he later wrote.